Do you think part of that is all of these live bands and a lot of the artists that you mentioned having that kind of confidence inherent to them? Like, you know, you can write about things that you feel insecure about, but having that real sense of, I deserve to be here, I'm really good at what I do. Because, you know, one of the lyrics on one of your songs is, I want to be the best at what I do. Do you think that confidence is crucial, I suppose, to kind of really make it through and make it on your own these days?
Yeah, I think like it's definitely a weird time to be a guitar band, let alone to be alive. I'm trying to quote the song here, but it is a weird time to be a guitar band just because, you know, I mean, even with us, like our songs are kind of, some of them are like pop songs, but they're not really because they've got guitars in them, and like how many times do you hear guitars on the radio and stuff like that? So it's just a weird kind of territory, but I think you just have to believe in what you're doing. And if you believe in what you're doing and you keep the music in front of you, you can't go wrong. You just have, as Noel said, don't be afraid of ridicule.
Yeah, and you also don't want to be a listener and, you know, listen to a band or a musician that you like and see them not confident in their own music. You're not going to be confident in theirs. So it's important to, I guess,
we're trying to sell a product here.
To say something. You got to say something to your fans, you know.
Yeah. I think just to, you know, keep the music in front of you and the song, and that's what we're trying to do.
And we always say, like, to try and just, if someone just feels something from our record, then it's mission success. Like even any emotion whatsoever, because we listen to the charts these days, and it's fairly
just don't feel anything, you know. And I think that's maybe why What's the Story, Morning Glory is still up there, is because it's like one of the most uplifting feeling records ever written, and people need that in their lives, and you don't get that when you hear like, boop, boop, let's go to the club.
Mate, that's an old one. I get it from that. That sounded a bit like 50 Cent. This is where you insert the song, In the Club.
What song is that, Josh? In the Club by 50 Cent. That's a banger. That was a bad.
What are you doing with that song?
Sorry.
What?
Yeah.
So that's not going to be on your forthcoming covers album, I can imagine.
What?
No?
Maybe.
We don't rule anything out in this band.
Josh has got some bars, so you never know.
You want people to feel things with this album, any emotion, but if you could pick just a small handful, what do you want people to feel when they listen to It Won't Always Be Like This?
Euphoric.
A bit of defiance. Just because I think joy is like the antidote to this whole experience that we're having. You know, I think if you can stay uplifted and happy and just kind of enjoy living, then this corona thing will go a lot much faster, faster.
Escapism as well, because there's going to be people who are in this for a lot longer than maybe us, like, you know, in South America and all over the world. It's the levels of like severity differ depending on where you are. So I guess it's important for us to remember that and to appreciate the fact that we're out of it.
Yeah.
Almost.
Not quite. Had our first pint last night, so that's something.
That's something. You're getting there.
Progress.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we're just about running out of time. I have one more question for you. Inheil러 has been a band for about the last 9 years, something, is that right?
Yeah, wow.
Where ideally will you be in the next 9?
Hopefully still a band. We always say that's our number one goal, is to make it through. Another record, another couple of records.
Hopefully not in quarantine.
Please.
But yeah, I think just to be doing this and like making a decent living off it, and like going on tour, making records, doing interviews, it's a good life. We love it, and I think we're just grateful to be in this position that we can actually do it now again after lockdown. So yeah, just doing this.
Pretty good plan. Sounds good. Excellent.